Last time on Hakai, Goku unknowingly encountered his own mother while in the past, just as she was about to get a clear view of his face. Of course, being the same face as Bardock's, none other than Bardock's crew arrived to handle this criminal without their leader. Goku reunites with his parents, Part 2. Shocked to see her husband's team, Gine questions what they're doing here, unaware Turles is a wanted man. Toma reaches out a hand and warns her to get away from that criminal. The criminal, she shrieks. Completely disheartened as super duper disguise didn't work, Goku laments they found him already. Come here! Grabbing the filled pot out of her hands, Goku chimes. Excuse me, ma'am. As he does this, she's finally able to really focus on his face, noticing he's a dead ringer for Bardock. Take this, Fatso! What the? Naturally, since a house flies closer to them than they are to Goku, our hero is able to easily finesse him. So bad, Gine has to scold Tilman to be more careful. He's destroying the restaurant. Sorry! Making his getaway. Toma warns not to lose sight of him. They said he's got tricks to vanish without a trace. Although Gine tries to get him all to wait a second. They surround him in the air. Hoboken a little salty after being seasoned? To use the instant transmission, Goku knows he's got to get farther away. The problem is they can fly much faster than him. At least faster than he's allowing himself to show. Since he's still trying to keep up with this disguise, he's got to be extra careful. He doesn't want his cloak to suddenly come off mid-flight, and definitely doesn't want to appear stronger or quicker than any of them. That would be a dead giveaway. Even the Hakai Beast, usually full of sharp remarks and sarcastic quips, is at a loss this time. After a beat, he finally just asks, "What exactly is your plan here?" Goku exhales sharply through his nose, his mind racing through possibilities. He knows he can't use too much power, not when he's supposed to be Turles. But at the same time, these guys don't seem vastly stronger than the lovely's pretending to be either. Actually, if he's reading their power right, they're about the same as Kid Vegeta from before. That means he can react to their attacks as long as he doesn't show superiority. So in that case, he can use his techniques, skills, and tactics to deal with them. Meanwhile, at Planet Vegeta's royal castle, Bardock finishes up a summary of the group's most recent mission. For them, it was child's play. The so-called fearsome Verdun, giant of the East, had been no match for him in the slightest. The short version? They won. Easily. And Verdun's forces, they won't be a problem anymore. However, there was something about the mission that stood out. Just like the leader of that rebel group Zorn eliminated not long ago. Verdun had insisted that he was the legendary warrior, the Super Saiyan. King Vegeta lets out a long, frustrated sigh. This again. Recently, that legend had been spreading like wildfire, taking deeper root in the minds of their people. It's becoming more vivid, more real with each passing day. You can't blame them though. With the ever-growing exploitation of their race by that bastard Frieza, it makes sense. The people are desperate. They're clinging to the hope that someone, some hero, will rise up and defeat that scum. The problem is that now, every idiot who's even slightly stronger than average wants to call himself the Super Saiyan. And the worst part, Other idiots actually believe him. They follow these imposters and rebel against Vegeta's rule. Throwing themselves into battles they have no chance of winning. His army has more than enough power to easily crush these traitors, wiping them out before they become a real threat. But the bigger issue isn't the rebels themselves. It's the story they keep spreading. If it continues to grow, it could reach Frieza's ears, and that could cause serious trouble. Interjecting with a smirk, Bardock speaks up. At least I can assure you, Frieza won't hear about it from the Giant of the East. The king allows himself a small amused scoff before getting back on topic. With a nod of approval, he congratulates Bardock on the good work. Curious, he beckons for more details. So how exactly was he defeated? Bardock grins. Took him down in direct combat, his voice almost too nonchalant. His power level was slightly higher than mine, but he wasn't very smart. Vegeta chortled, shaking his head. Huh, so the so-called giant really was a joke. Still, despite the mockery, history has told him a different story. The giant family has produced fantastic warriors for generations. Many of them reaching mid-class level, some even high class. In fact, Vegeta's ancestors once greatly feared the giant family for their incredible strength. Their warriors were legendary, their power undeniable. Even royalty had to tread carefully around them. Verdun, the last known descendant of that once noble lineage, wore his heritage with pride, carrying himself as if he were destined for greatness. In the end, only to be cut down by a low-class warrior. This remark strikes a nerve. Bardock's body tenses for just a fraction of a second, a knee-jerk reaction he himself might not have even realized. Then as the weight of his own words fully register, King Vegeta pauses. For just a moment, a rare fleeting second of regret, he realizes how that must have sounded. With an exhale, he shifts slightly in his seat, his tone uncharacteristically measured as he tries to assure. But look, I'm not trying to belittle you, Bardock. I know that among the low-class warriors, you're an excellent example. Well, not exactly redeeming words. It's about the best you could hope for out of a king. He changes the subject to Raditz. He was officially integrated into the same team as his own son today, Vegeta IV. He's already shown latent potential to become a mid-class warrior, possibly even surpassing Bardock in the future. Keeping his words much tighter now, Bardock merely responds, I hope he does a good job, King Vegeta. When he gets a frantic call on a scouter asking if he's listening. Under normal circumstances, he might not even answer while in the presence of the king. But it's not one of his comrades, it's Gine. He wants to know what's going on. And how is she talking to him through a tracker? She quickly tells how she grabbed Pumpkin's scouter. It kind of ended up in one of her cooking pots. She shouts for him to get over here now. Toma and the others are turning their village upside down trying to catch some bandit. While he knew his men were searching for said bandit, he had no idea he'd end up there. Time to get out. Damn, there's always someone nearby. I'm gonna turn you into porridge. How do I get rid of this guy? I got it. Oh no! When suddenly, Pumpkin begins to hold his stomach in pain. The beast questions what Goku did just there. This guy seems like the type who eats a lot. So I figured he might have a sudden bathroom emergency. I just needed to direct a little of my telekinetic power to press on his intestine, and that was it. It's easy to trigger that kind of reaction when the enemy is so much weaker than you.
I can't wait! I have to go! Now!
The Beast hands it to him. That was a great way to take him down without raising suspicion. This is his chance to disappear.
Damn pumpkin! That's what happens when you eat too much! But I'll handle this! Enough of this crap! What technique is he going to use?
You're getting sleepy! Very sleepy! Then she just falls asleep. That was Master Roshi's Sleepy Boy technique. The Hermit used it on Goku a long time ago during one of the world tournaments. Then Totebo charges in with a couple of giant knives. Goku can't help but ask where he got those things. Who sneers he borrowed them from the village butcher.
Since you're such a sly one, I thought it'd be fitting to cut your legs off.
A knife's that big from a butcher? What kind of meat does he cut? Bring it on!
It's over for you now!
Then just disrespecting the man. I think the last time Goku did that was against the Red Ribbon Army ninja guy. Even the Beast can't believe it. When again, Gine runs out and shouts for everyone to wait, getting Goku's attention before someone gets between them. Bardock. Unlike Gine, given their resemblance, Goku realizes what this means. That man looks just like himself. Could he be? As a forgotten memory shoots through him. That man and woman from before. When Bardock goes to do what he came here for.
You seem to have caused quite a bit of commotion. But the fun stops here!
Gine jumps in front of the blast to shield Goku. But what does this mean? Surely she couldn't have put together the pieces. He's their son from the future. What could have possessed her to put herself in such danger?